the one thing that we noticed, like we've obviously have known about you. I've seen you at Gold Rush before, but like the thing that really started, we were watching people just retweeting, "Oh, Juicy's heading out to the collective right now," and everyone's just going off. I was like, "What's he doing there?" And they're like, "You're doing like ring crew." So, what was the start of how that happened? You flying yourself out there to do ring crew, and then
Yeah,
eventually doing the matches.
so I was gonna do the same thing I did in Indy, because remember the collective was gonna be held in Tampa. So, Mania weekend, we had already booked tickets and stuff. So what I did in Indy was exactly what I was going to do in Tampa. I already had, set that up. Like, all right, I'm going to get there a few days early, just show up to the venue and just help, Because at the time, I was messaging everybody. I was like, hey, man, I'm going to be out there in the, at the collective, let me know whatever I can do to help, But, actions speak louder than words, you know what I'm saying? So, people they were telling me that a lot of people were messaging, hey, I'm going to be here, but ain't none of them show up. So when the collective had got canceled from Tampa, we had canceled our flights and stuff and hotel and stuff. And, we ended up getting credit for the flights. And it wasn't until when they announced that the collective was coming back, but going to be held in Indianapolis, I was like, all right, that shit right there, I'm finna pull up and whatever happens, happens. So I had rebooked my ticket to go out there to Indianapolis. And I was messaging, again, I started messaging everybody. I was in everybody's DMs like, hey man, I'm gonna be out there, I just wanna help, let me know. Man, nobody got back to me. So the only one that got back to me was Jimmy Lloyd.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so Jimmy Lloyd had got back to me and was like, hey, man, or he was like, yeah, you can come help with Ring Crew on Thursday at 11. And I was like, oh, bet. But this was Wednesday morning when I got off of work. And my flight was supposed to leave on Thursday at 10. And I was like, oh, shit. So I had to make that split decision. I ended up paying the extra $70 to switch my flight. But, I got off work. Switched the flight over and packed my bag real quick and took the last flight out to Indianapolis. And so got there in time to do ring crew. And I think we got there at 11. We didn't leave until like 1 in the morning the next day.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because we had to set up a ring and we were just helping with whatever we could help with. And then we had to wait for a second ring. A second ring was being brought in to, be held in the back so people can, use it to train a little bit before they go out to have their matches. So we were just waiting and, fortunately, one of Zane, the big thugger that took the picture, ended up posting that picture and since then it just blew up. It blew up my career too. So
I know when I saw that picture, it blew up everywhere on Twitter, and I was just like, this is nuts. People are like, he flew out from California to Indianapolis to do ring crew, and just respect to him, and just seeing people just giving out the good word about you it was crazy. The feedback was insane.
Yeah, it was wild, man. As soon as I put that picture posted, I didn't have real good service, so I turned my phone off. And when I turned my phone back on, they just started hitting all at once, and I was like, "Oh shit, what's going on?" I looked at my thing, man. I went out there probably with like 420 followers. Man, that first day hit, it bumped from 420 to like 8 something. And I was like, "Oh snap!" And it just gradually kept growing from there.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy.
It was definitely a cool thing. And then I think it was like the next day, people were like, yeah, Juicy is in the clusterfuck for spring break. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, this is about to be fucking epic right now.
Yeah, so Ricky Martin came up to me and he took a picture with me and stuff and he posted it. And so what had happened was I had gotten booked on the last show of the collective for Paradigm Pro Wrestling. And that's the one that everyone was like, oh, hell yeah, man, you finally got a chance and stuff. I was like, hell yeah, I just needed one chance to, show what I can do. But mind you, I'm every day I'm over there just working, just trying to help wherever I can. and Joey Janela sees me in the back. We were cleaning, and Joey Janela sees me, and he walks up and he said, "What's up, man? You're the one from California." I said, "Yes, sir." And he said, "Man, people are blowing up my notifications, my DMs, to put you in the clusterfuck." And I'm like, "Oh, yes, sir. I just need one more opportunity." He said, "Yeah, we'll talk more." And then he seen the picture of me and Ricky Morton, because remember, he was wrestling Ricky Morton that night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was
at his show. So he was like, that stamp of approval was the one that got me in. And so I ended up being a special entrant. Nobody knew nobody knew that I was gonna be in there. So it wasn't until I came out, they're like, "Oh, what the fuck?" So it was wild, man. Just that whole weekend was just crazy. And man, just being able to just like, I don't know, I could tell this story like over and over 1,000 times, man, because it never gets old to me, And it's just like, man, like that's crazy what, like somebody, they seen my hard work and they decided to, acknowledge it, and they gave me an opportunity. The last thing I needed was to mess up that opportunity. So I already knew once Joey was like, "Yeah, you in the clusterfuck," I'm like, "Oh, bet, say less." Once he gave me that, once he let me know, man, I got in the books and I started, I just started, grinding. I went back to the hotel that same night and ended up working out. I think it was like at 2, 3 in the morning. I ended up, doing a little conditioning and started working out. Come next day, if I pulled up with my gear bag, that's wild to me that, man, I came out there to do ring crew and, help wherever I can, and then I ended up being on one of the flagship shows. So
I know that clusterfuck is like, it's crazy because like there's so many people in it, but everybody had their own special moments. Like you came out and it's funny because I think it wasn't KG, but I think it was the other commentator that called you Calvin Tankman. Yeah. And that was, I started laughing at that one. I was like, "Oh man!" And then KG corrected him, and then you came out, you did the 3-person Samoan drop, and that was crazy impressive.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. I knew that. To me, when they gave me that opportunity, I knew I had to capitalize. So, yeah, man. When we were in the back, and I was like, just thinking to myself, like, damn, like, what do I got to do? I was like, I gotta leave a lasting impression on these people. Mind you, nobody in there has ever seen me work. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I came out, I was like, all right, bro, I gotta do something to catch everybody's eye. So that first Samoan drop, boom, they were like, "Oh snap!" They were like, they kind of shook them. And then once I hit that triple Samoan drop, I don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't think anybody's ever hit a triple Samoan drop.
I've never seen one.
Not that I can think of.
I've never seen one until you did it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I knew if I hit that triple Samoan drop, that's gonna catch everyone's attention. So hit that triple Samoan drop and caught everyone's attention, man.
And then you standing up against Calvin Tankman was fucking insane.
Yeah, the place erupted.
People
were going nuts when you guys were standing across from each other.
I'll tell you right now, when I slowly started, because he had eliminated a few people, and his back was faced towards me, and I was slowly going onto the apron. I shit you not, I felt the floor vibrating of how yeah, everyone was going crazy. So I for some reason I felt like, oh shit, and people were like, oh, like they was going crazy. As soon as we got in, yeah, man, me and him went at it, and everyone was like, yo, I need this match. They're like, I need a full match with these two. So yeah, man, I think that was just, it felt like an out-of-body experience because, I felt like I was watching from the outside, just how crazy these people was going for us.
To check out full-length episodes, subscribe to our podcast where we post new episodes every Friday. Also, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Markoutmedia18. And don't forget to buy the merch at brainbustertees.com.